Greetings, Truth Session family. What's going on? Yeah, that's right. It's the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, baby, back in your hearing, in your eye gates. That's right, coming at you with 2,400 watts of power in this hour. Oh, we have been having an awesome time, and magnificent time, a splendid time. Listen, we've been dropping it like it's hot. And that's right, the family has been blowing up the timeline. You guys have been dropping that information on the timeline and hitting us with the emojis, the hearts, you name it. You guys have really been dialing in and participating. And that's a good thing. I recall meeting the one and he said, listen, I have what's called the talkback system. That's right, we interact. We talk, we place information on the timeline, we converse with one another. And I love the talkback system. I use it when I'm teaching or when I'm tutoring. I say the same thing. Listen, I got this from a mentor. I use the talkback system. But make sure you're talking back in the right way. Hello, somebody. That's right, we've been talking about some very powerful truths. And man, we want to welcome you back to another truth session where your thoughts really count. And as we always say, they really matter. How you feel, what you're thinking, what you're gathering in, they count. It matters to us. Because with painstaking effort, we research, dig deep for data and the like. And we want you to be comfortable with receiving information. So we're carefully crafting this. Listen, we're not just throwing something together or putting together on a whim or just talking off the top of our heads. Although we have plenty of information that we've gathered in that we can talk off the top of our head, but that's a play on words because we're not really talking off the top of our heads. We've already studied the information. However, because it's embedded in our spirits, in our pineal gland, in these hemispheres, we can rattle it off because we've already studied it. We've already meditated upon it. So, technically speaking, we're rattling it off the top of our heads. But I'm telling you, we've been having such an awesome time, and we've been talking about the quantum geometry of success, and today we're going to be dealing with the quantum geometry of the brain. Now, the quantum geometry of the brain allows for the quantum geometry of success. So I wanted to put the cart before the horse. I wanted to talk about the geometry or the quantum geometry of success, and then step back a minute and talk about the quantum geometry of the brain. Because it is the quantum geometry of the brain which causes success. So when you start to understand that and believe in that and see how it all connects, you'll already prepare yourself for success. You're not waiting for something to happen. You're telling it that you want it to happen. You're telling that it's going to happen. Yes, that's what you're saying. I'm telling you that it's going to happen. I'm just advancing and passing on to an appointed occasion where it was already deposited in time. That's right, AF time, as I advance and pass on. But as we advance and pass on to an appointed occasion, that's the moon time. And as we systematically and chronologically move throughout this space and place and time, we're talking about chronos. Or we're chronologically moving through time in succession. And we're hooking these pieces together, conjunction, junction. What's your function? That's right. So today we're going to be connecting those pieces, talking about those pieces, hooking them together. And what I want you to do is, that's right, hit that share button. Come on, tell somebody. Walk them through it. Even if you have to call them and say, listen, you don't want to miss this. I've been dialing into the truth session every week and it has been off the chart. Off the chain, off the cloud, off the cup, off the roof, off the point, off the Richter scale. Yes, and all of that. And a bag of chips. You need to tell somebody that the truth session is in session. Come on, somebody. Oh my goodness. Come on, right away. Send it to an email. Send it to a snail mail. Send it to a DM. However you need to send it, come on and get it to them. As the old folks used to say, whatsoever you may do, come on, send it to them. Get it to them. As Olita Adams said, I don't care how you get there, just get it if you can. Come on, get to the truth session if you can. Come on and tell somebody. Oh my God, my goodness. With that being said, hello, somebody. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. In Hotep. Abaragani. Amani Kaka. Amani Dada. Hola. Bonjour. Konnichiwa. And just good old plain. What's going on, everybody? That's right. I'm sitting in the captain's seat for the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We've been having a powerful time, and listen, the energy has been magnetic. It has been explosive. My goodness, that energy has been indescribable. You can't describe it, but you know it's happening to you. It's causing some things to happen in your brain. It's already transforming you. If you've been watching the Truth Session videos, if you've been going back looking at them and listening, you'll see that everything is connecting. Common threads, common concepts, common energy. Oh, come on, somebody. Listen, let me go ahead and drop this in a few places to get us set up for success. I'm excited about this. It already feels like we've already walked throughout this space and place and time and have already heard the information, have dropped it. Listen, only a few minutes have already passed, and I promise you right now, it feels like we've been going for about 30 minutes already. See, we understand how to take a lot of information, break it down, and pack it into a small place. I learned that from the one. I've watched him take 2 hours of information, put it in a 30-minute, just a 30-minute dissertation, a 45-minute dissertation. I watched him do it. I've watched him put a whole series in one message. I've heard and seen him teach classes, teach whole classes in a session or two. Man, that's too deep to reach deep. Come on, talk to him.
We need more and more truth. Some more, tell us the truth.
Come on here.
We need more and more and more and more truth. Some more and some more, tell us the truth. Tell us that
Yeah.
tell us that forget is tell us that all things is true. Tell us we need more.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Come on here.
That organic truth, that mind-blowing truth, that put me back together truth, that healing truth, that processing truth,
Yes, sir.
that scientific, logical, deductive truth. Oh, we need
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Don't try to hurt nobody over there. Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm jumping right out of the gate. Because I want to flow. Listen, they hit us with this flow already. Listen, I just want to sit down now. That's what they call singing. Oh my goodness. Listen, I want you to join me right now. I'm not waiting for a flow. I'm jumping in with them to continue with this flow. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and sow my seed right now. I'm getting ready to donate. I feel something up in here. Come on, why don't you join me? I don't have to wait to see what the sessions is going to be before I drop a seed. I feel it right now. Yeah.
See, it's the only thing that makes me free.
Talk about it.
It's the only thing that makes us free. 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 Gives us liberty.
Yeah, come on. Oh, just give me one quick second. Let me drop this a few more times. We'll get this party started.
Freedom from fear of being on my own. Freedom to roam. Freedom to be. Freedom to search deep within. It's the only thing that makes me free. The only thing that causes me to see is true.
Yes, sir. Come on. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's the only thing.
It's the only thing. Come on.
It's the only thing that satisfies my deepest desire.
Yes, sir.
Answers all of my questions. And puts to rest all of my inhibitions. It's true, well, true.
Come on here. Nothing but the truth. Come on. Oh, it's getting ready to go down. They talking about truth up in here. Yes, sir. Come on. Oh, once again, that's right. This is the master teacher. The quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, baby. Sitting in the captain's seat for the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Oh, getting ready to talk about some things, drop a few nuggets and put you up on free game, as the one says. We've been talking about the quantum geometry of success. And as I said, we're going to tie into that and talk about the quantum geometry of the brain. We know that the brain is very complex. And if you tie it to quantum principles, you have one big nebulous of complexity. Hello, somebody. They're both two complex entities, but yet they coincide with one another. So we're going to deal with that today. And we've been talking about something very, very powerful. I see you in the house. Queen Tanika Jones. Chi-Town. Queen Octavia. The ATL up in here. What's going on, Queen Stephanie? That's right here in the Mod Squad up in here today. And of course, you know our very own, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander up in here. Yeah, it's time to pop that culture one. Our very own Julian Milch is up in here. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Jackie Morton, greetings. I see you in the house. Oh, it's about to go down. We've been talking about something very powerful, very powerful. We talked about measuring jagged landscape. A word of new geometry. Mandelbrot was talking about that. Fractals, right? So how everything is not strategically placed with squares and circles and ellipses and cubes, rectangles. That's a perfect world. But we encounter some jagged stuff in life. Let me just talk to you for a minute. We encounter some jagged things in life that don't quite have smooth edges, that don't quite have smooth circular paths. Incidentally, everything is on a circular path. Hello? Everything is on a circular path. Sometimes we pass things that we've already passed. Wait a minute, I've seen that before. Wait a minute, I've done that before. In this matrix, everything is on a circular path. But everything is not set in a place where we can just take squares and hook up squares and everything just perfectly aligns and fit together. There are some jagged things, but how do they come together? Quantumly, they automatically know how to come together. There are figures that will automatically rearrange themselves and shift like the shapeshifter. Hello, somebody. So we'll shapeshift to fit the scenario. It's like the silly putty. You can shape it any way you want to. You can shape it to fit whatever figure you want it to fit. Oh, the quantum realm is like that. Quantum energy is like that. Quantum physics, quantum geometry is just like that.
Just like that.
It will shapeshift to fit the scenario, to fit the time frame, to fit the information. Yeah, there's certain information that will be released during certain time frames. And it'll shapeshift on you just to fit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We can look at it from a vehicle standpoint, and I've talked about this before. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. And hundreds of thousands of years ago, listen, your Cadillac was already here. Your BMW was already here. Hello, somebody. Already here. In its infantile form. It had to figure out how to take those fractals and put them together so they can fitly form and join together. How was that possible? Windshield glass is a polymer. Resin, sand, that have come together so fine that you can see through it. Tires made out of rubber made out of petroleum. Where was it? Underground all the time. Iron ores, metal, where was it? Underground. What happened? Over time, we advanced and passed on to an occasion where man, human, had the ability to harness that information that was already here in its infantile form. The fractals came together and we figured out how to design pistons, steam engines, how to use fossil fuel, how to use capacitors and diodes and resistors, circuitry. Hello, somebody. How to bring all of that together and get this vehicle moving. We understood that. Why, over time, we developed the ability to bring those fractals together. They weren't perfectly aligned, but guess what? this machine up here, this computer up here, this quantum energy came together and started making things happen. You have to think like that. That's your makeup. That's your quantum makeup. Your pineal gland is quantumly made up because it knows all things. It causes everything to fit. Dealing with fractals. Watch this. Let's deal with some quantum principles that connects to our mathematical reasoning and our metaphorical reasoning. Geometry of success, or the quantum geometry of success. And so if you look at the word quantum, it is already successful. It's a successful term. If you can look in the spirit and see how your electrons, how they move about, how you move about, it will frighten you. How you hear, how you bear, how your brain is computing and calculating and seeing things. You're over here, you're in this corner. You're moving so quickly, you're over in that corner. You're causing things to happen somewhere else. I'll get to that too. You're causing things to happen in different places, yet you're standing right here. Our electrons and particles, they're moving all over the place. They have an understanding on how to connect things together, which means everything is everything. You know how we do. What's going on, man? Oh, man, everything is everything. Yes, yes, it is. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Now, y'all remember that? What's her name? Lauryn Hill was singing about that. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Wow. Geometrically and conceptually, this brain understands all things. And so what I'm doing is getting you to think about that. That's why I'm being repetitive. I'm getting you to see that it understands all things. And so what I'm trying to tell you is don't jump the track. Don't get off the track just because it appears that it's really not working, that it's really not coming together. If you're doing the necessary thing for it to work, it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time before those conjunction junctions come together like a function. See, a function operates very powerfully. It has an input and an output. It has an X and a Y. Y is determined by what X does. So if you put X into a function machine, you're going to get a Y out. Now watch this. It is so neatly crafted that you can't put one X in and get two Y's out. However, you can put two of the same input in or two different inputs and get the same output. Small example. I can sew into one thing I'm trying to get done, but I can sew at different times. But my common goal is to cause something to grow and increase. I can sew at different times. That represents 2X or two inputs to get a common output. That's why I started right away sewing into the truth session today. Because I'm trying to get you somewhere. I'm trying to go somewhere. So I'm going to sow a seed up front. Now, as you sow a seed, that's the same X input because we're trying to get somewhere. Now, I can't sow one seed and get two different outputs. But the quantum realm understands all of that, so it understands how to manipulate, how to calculate, how to see ahead of time, how to pierce through, how to bore through, how to have quantum tunneling and get from point A to point B if something gets in its way. Some of you are at that crossroad where something is in your way and you've got to bore through it. Just like information bores through us in and out all day long. It's up to us to take the opportunity to stop and see what it's saying to us. Where am I supposed to be going? What am I supposed to be doing? See, society teaches us how to keep going. We're always moving, hustling, busting. We're going here. We're doing this. We're doing that, and never stop to say hello to ourselves. What's going on with you today? Are you all right today? How you looking today? How you living today? How you living today? How you sound today? Oh my goodness. Are you looking your best today? Did you tell your best that listen, you're going to be successful no matter what? Did your best look at you and say, yes, I got you covered, like the Lord said to the floor, I got you covered. Did your concept tell your reality, listen, we're going to manifest today? Did you move through space and time? Listen, did you say, I command you to be great, you don't command me? Did you tell your day, listen, I command you to manifest greatness. I command you to manifest wealth. I command you to manifest happiness. I command you to manifest healing. I command my thoughts to line up. I command my quantum energy to line up with what I feel. Did you tell it? Did you tell them to become one? As you rested upon your bed top, they separated to handle their individual tasks, but did you tell them to come back together so that you can function today? They've got to become one because they work in sync with one another. They got to come back together. Did you tell your subconscious to come together with your conscious? As you rest, are you taking in those positive energy, taking in those positive thoughts, taking in those positive affirmations and say, listen, we're going to do this. Did you wake up and say, come back together? Did you tell them to come back? Did you tell them to come back and amalgamate? As they fractaled overnight, did you tell the fractal pieces to come back together? Woo. Did you tell them? I didn't say, did you ask them? I said, did you tell them? They're waiting for you to command. They understand command. The entities understand command. They don't understand, I'm a maybe, I might be, I'm a hoping. Yeah, that's defeatism. It's not waiting on that. It's waiting on you to sense that you're supposed to command. I'm commanding right now. Watch this. By Elizabeth Fernandez. Watch what she said. Brain experiments suggest that the conscious... hold up, wait a minute. I gotta drop this and put something in it. Brain experiments suggest that consciousness, Songbird Katie, relies on quantum entanglement. Somebody better talk to me up in here. Wait a minute, let me just say that again. I need you to download this. This is very powerful. It says, brain experiments suggest that the consciousness relies on quantum entanglement. Consciousness, I didn't say subconscious. I said consciousness. Hold on. Let me put this in perspective. I see you, Queen Octavia. I'm looking good and feeling good. Listen, you better ask somebody. And if they don't know, you better go door to door and ask somebody else. I'm looking good and I'm feeling good. Thank you, Prince of Peace. Queen Octavia, for your donations. I see you up in here. Yeah. Thank you for your flow, everybody. Let me stop right there. I'm getting ready to drop something on you. Greetings, Noble One, up in the house. That's right, our brother, the Noble One, Craig Leverett. If you have not had an opportunity to drop a seed, come on, do it with speed. There's always a need, but you got to make it bleed. I'm just paraphrasing what the one dropped on us years ago, almost 30 years ago. That's right. I've been hanging out with him almost 30 years. Oh, you better ask somebody. Come on, you gotta make it bleed. You've already established the flow. Now all you gotta do is get in it. Get your feet in and let your groove be your only guide. Come on. You gotta get in the flow. Come on and hit it with a, y'all come on now. Come on.
It's time to go. Yeah, it's time to flow. Yes, it's time to go. Oh, all you gotta do is get in the flow, so you can go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, let's flow. Come on, let's fly.
Yes, sir. Come on.
It's time to go. Get in the flow.
Yeah. That's the Prince of Peace, y'all. And his daughter, Baby Bird, Sapphira. If you didn't know, she can blow too. Yeah, that's a bad trio. Come on, y'all. They're getting you in the flow. Yeah. I'm just letting you get some of that. Come on. Talk to him, talk to him. Come on, hit that share button while you're going. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Woo. Oh, yeah. Let's go higher. Let's go higher. The brain suggests that the consciousness relies on quantum entanglement. And I want you to see how deep this is. It relies on quantum entanglement. Well, let's talk about quickly what quantum entanglement is. Quantum entanglement. We quantumly affect things in other locations. It's like preparing a location to be successful. So when I arrive, I just get in it and it's already operating. Quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement. I'm affecting something somewhere else because I can be in another place getting it done while I'm preparing it here. That's too deep to be steep.
Oh, yeah.
My thoughts are so powerful. And my ability to systematically and orderly arrange things and to array them with the apostolic and prophetic authority and permission that have been given to me, I know how to affect something somewhere else. And I'm not talking about an apostolic church. The ability to send your words, to be the sent one. The ability to poetically and prophetically describe a thing and cause them to work. So I can connect somewhere else and cause things to happen. And when I get there, I already know that it has performed because it feels right. It feels like I've already done, I've already completed the task. So all I have to do now is repeat it. The late Michael Jackson spoke about that in an interview. It was a rare scene footage. He said that it was almost unfair how he writes songs and come up with music. He says he goes to a place in his spirit where it's already written. He just grabs it out of there. He said he already knows the nuances of the lyrics, the music, the dances, how everything fits. And if you go back and watch his videos, watch his movements, and watch how every word fits, every moment, every second, you'll see how deep the late Michael Jackson was. He wasn't just singing something to the place where you've learned every nuance to his songs, the ad-libs, how they fit, when the next song is supposed to be played. You'll hear it. It's because he went to a place in his spirit where everything quantumly fit. He said he wrote songs that were already written. He just went in the realm of the spirit and got it. He said it was easy for him. Y'all remember when the talk was, Michael Jackson's been gone for such a long time. He can't come up with anything new. He's done after his Bad and Thriller album. That was it. He couldn't. That man was somewhere writing, contemplating, and meditating. He said he pulled it out of there. It was easy for him. But if you look at his songs, they're complex, but he said they were easy for him. That's what quantum entanglement does. It creates a realm, a space where we can already be successful because we've affected the change elsewhere. So we get there, it's already, the way has already been paid for it. Wow. So that way it's already been paid for it. And we walk in confidence and assurance. We walk in a place where we already know. It's a knowing. As the Greek word pistis, as the one talked about. We know what the Almighty ones know because it was already done. The information was already placed there. It's a knowing. It's not a blind faith. It's not a hope. I'm believing. It's a systematic knowing because it has already happened. Watch this. The brain experiments suggest that consciousness relies on quantum entanglement. Wow. Let me just quote that really quickly. Already knows. It already has its beginnings. It already has its locations. To me, that's mighty deep. It's already processing. Look what it says here. Information is swirling and swirling and swirling. Maybe the brain isn't classical at all. And I've talked to you about this before. We've had this conversation. Classical physics deals with those basic things, those elementary, rudimentary things that we just mechanically do. That's found in science. That's found in all the chemistries of physics. It's found in those realms. But when you start dealing with the quantum realm, it defies that. It goes to a place of knowing without you knowing. It goes to a place where it hooks everything up, even its very small, minute particle. is in operation. It's already known. So the consciousness relies on quantum entanglement. And I want you, and I've been drumming this home for the past few minutes on purpose. I want you to imagine this. Your consciousness is looking at a certain thing. But it happens because the quantum entanglement caused it to happen. The classical realm is a natural realm where we see things, we feel things, we sense things. It's in operation. But our classical consciousness relies on the entanglement that will affect somewhere else. In other words, now I see it, but now my quantum ability starts computing. It starts calculating based on what I naturally see. But they're both separate entities. But my consciousness relies on my quantum entanglement to start acting, starts computing, starts talking. When it does that, now my natural realm kicks in. Oh my goodness. So you mean to tell me that my natural abilities is waiting for that which it appears that I don't know? Absolutely. Watch this. Most neuroscientists believe that the brain operates in a classical manner. However, if the brain, watch this, if the brain processes rely on quantum mechanics, it can explain why our brains are so powerful. Let me say it again. If the brain processes rely on quantum mechanics, then it could explain why and how powerful our brains are. So something that we naturally do depends on our ability to understand subconsciously the unknown or the quantum mechanics of it. So quantumly, we're always in operation getting things done, but our conscious area is relying on it to bring it to pass and to talk to us and say, okay, now do it. That's why every day I get up, I command my quantum abilities to come online. I command them to get in order. I command them to balance. Because it's the quantum understanding is what gets things done. Cause our consciousness to understand. Oh my goodness. And people try to make it seem like we don't know anything. Say that again, Christian.
We know all things.
We know all things. Quantumly, oh my goodness. Wow. I just want that to sink in for a minute. Wow. Come on, talk to him.
We are the beginning and the ending, only to start over again. Quantum entangling again. We know all things again, again and again and again, without knowing. Without knowing, there is no end. no end.
No end.
There is no end. It only loops and loops and loops and
Yes, sir.
and loops and loops and loops again.
Oh, my goodness. Come on.
Starts all over again. Quantum.
I see you in the house. Chase Negro. Growth. Greetings, greetings. Glad you could join us today. Oh, I got a few more for you, man. I got to drop this on you. I just have to let that simmer. This information is coming from BigThink.com in parts. BigThink.com. It says a team of researchers possibly witnessed entanglement in the brain, perhaps indicating that some of our brain activity and maybe even consciousness operates on a quantum level. We've been dealing with this for so long. Our consciousness operates on a quantum level. It appears that we're just consciously doing something, but it's motivated by our quantum level. Woo! We're wondering how we're just supernaturally figuring things out and causing things to connect and to weave itself together. On a conscious level, it's operating on a quantum level. Watch this. Watch how deep we are. It says supercomputers can beat us at chess and perform more calculations per second than the human brain. But there are other tasks our brain perform routinely that computers simply cannot match. Interpreting events and situations using imagination, creativity. Watch this. This one's gonna blow your mind. And problem-solving skills. Yes, our supercomputers are deep. They have the ability to solve problems, but guess what? Even the best computer can't beat this one from solving. This quantum brain here. Yeah. Our brains are amazingly powerful computers, using not just neurons, but the connections between the neurons to process and interpret information. Listen, the one talks about neurotransmitters all the time. How this information is going up and down these fiber optics right here. Up and down these fiber optics to our brain, neurotransmitters. So we're more powerful than any computer. Watch this. Some scientists suspect that quantum processes, including entanglement, might help us to explain the brain's enormous power and its ability to generate consciousness. Wait a minute. Hold up now. So the ability to understand quantum processes helps us generate consciousness. It generates consciousness. So you always hear me saying it's too deep to be steep. This little module we have in here called the pineal gland is too deep to be steep. It understands how quantum principles regulate, quantum processes regulate. And what it does is feed our consciousness. That's why it behooves us to go to bed in the right frame of mind. so that our subconscious can be fed the right things, can process the right things. When we wake up with those thoughts, positive thoughts, launching our day. It's like laying down, going into that first state, waking up. They're the same. That's when you want to feed it good stuff. That's where that quantum energy, man, connects. Makes this thing powerful. Oh, come on, talk to me, somebody. Recently, scientists at Trinity College, Dublin, using a technique to test for quantum gravity, suggest that entanglement may be at work within brain. Listen, they're doing test after test after test, saying how quantum entanglement and quantum processes causes our brain to be at work, or consciousness to be at work. We've been talking about this for so long. I'm just putting some info on it. Last piece here. Watch what Christian Kirkin says. If the brain uses quantum computations, then those quantum operations may be different from operations or operators known as atomic systems. So it's even different from the atomic systems. Neuroscientists now. So quantum mechanics are at work in our brains, causing things to manifest. Watch this. I'm going to leave you with this. We're going to check this time. Now, hold on. Let me check this timeline before I drop this last piece on you here. Oh, my goodness. The one says, I'm forever me. Yes, indeed. Those real antennas, master teacher, that's yes, indeed, the one. Come on here. I like that. I'm forever me. The one says, greetings and gratitude for your support. Chase on. Ashe, I see you. Wonderful session. That's from Tanika Jones. Watch this. I like this again. Queen Octavia says, I'm looking good and feeling good. Oh, you better ask somebody. Watch this. Taking quantum or taking entanglement to heart. Watch what it says. Using an MRI that can sense entanglement, the scientists look to see whether proton spins in the brain can interact and become entangled through unknown intermediary. Similar to the research from quantum gravity, the goal was to understand the unknown system. I'm telling you, this system is unknown, but it's amazing how this unknown system knows all things. The unknown systems may interact with known systems like the proton spins within the brain. If the known system can mediate entanglement to the known system, hold on, I gotta go back and read that one again. If the unknown system can mediate entanglement to the known system, then it has been shown that the unknown system is quantum. Oh my goodness. So we're trying to figure out what an unknown system is that's causing this to happen, and what it's doing is mediating between the known system or the classical system or the conscious system, and it's interacting and causing it to come forth and to understand. Then the unknown system must be the quantum system. Do you think they made a movie about Ant-Man and was dealing with the quantum realm just haphazardly, just fortuitously? You think it was by chance? I think not. My last piece, along with that piece that I just gave you. As the heart beats, it generates a signal called heartbeat potential, or HEP. With each peak of the HEP, researchers saw a corresponding spike in the MR or the NMR signal, which corresponds to the interactions among proton spins. Watch this. This signal could be the result of entanglement. And witnessing it might indicate there was indeed a non-classical intermediary. We're proving to you that if all of these unknowns are being proven by an unknown system, it's telling you that it's something outside of a non-classical system. I know I took classical physics. So when I began to study quantum physics, I saw the difference. I saw how quantum physics was light years away from classical physics. It's like riding a bike with training wheels from classical physics to riding a high-speed motorcycle. Oh my goodness. Come on. So it's telling you that these unknown processes in our brains are operating quantumly, because based on the study, they're proving that it's a non-classical system. The system is a result of quantum entanglement. So we're affecting change everywhere. Listen, there are times that the one I started talking about something we had not heard it in any platform before. All of a sudden, it started showing up on commercials. We've talked about concepts that you didn't hear anybody talking about on the internet at all. Not on TV, not in anywhere. And we start talking about certain concepts. They manifested. There are some things that the one talked about that he brought forth, man, that figuratively speaking blew our minds. All of a sudden it starts showing up everywhere. Phrases that he was using. Come on here. Quotes and colloquialism that he was using. They were showing up on TV. I couldn't believe it. He was saying some things that I heard for the first time. All of a sudden, we started hearing it on television, internet. Oh, it just showed up. It's the entanglement. And people don't even know why they start saying things like that. It's because it was released in that realm. Saying it exactly the way he said it. And these were things that he just made up. Phrases that he began to use. All of a sudden, I started hearing it in different places. I was watching the news one time. Weatherman said a phrase for the first time. He thought he made it up. He's like, I don't know where I got this from. He used a phrase that the one had been saying for years, because I've been with him for years. Same phrase. Didn't even know where he got it from. I knew. Immediately I knew. Yeah. Quantum entanglement. Seeing entanglement in the brain may show that the brain is not classical, as previously thought. Rather a powerful quantum system. This brain is a powerful quantum system. I said a lot today. But what I'm trying to get you to see is you more powerful than you know. Yeah, that's why I'm taking you. I'm giving you all the information. Hooking up the boxcars. Causing things to connect. When people thought you were crazy when you were younger. You just knew some things and you were powerful. People thought that you were out of your mind. You were doing calculations that people needed a computer and a calculator to do. You were doing it up here. Couldn't explain it. We have kids who can do multiple calculations in their brain and haven't figured out just yet how to put it on paper. That's called lost in translation. Powerful up here. They compute it and bring it forth. Like the AI system. That's an extension of what we have up here. AI. AI. That's why Allen Iverson was so powerful. That brother was powerful. Unstoppable. The AI system. He just wasn't artificial. Hello, somebody. You gotta give him his props. That brother was quantum on the court. He was all over the place. Oh my goodness. You quantum. You are quantum. More powerful than you know. Yeah. Able to leap, able to fly, able to understand, able to break down systems without knowing what the systems are. You intuitively understand stuff like that. We've been taught to fear the power that we have up here. We've been taught to fear our intelligence. We've been taught that intelligence is stupidity. Oh, I don't fit in the scheme of things. I don't fit in the world. I don't fit among you people. You intelligent ones because I'm intelligent. How does that work? And when I say you people, I'm not talking about any ethnicity, any race, any genre, none of that. I'm talking about a class of people who call themselves intelligent. The elite. People will make you think that what you know, what you've acquired, makes you look bad. That it's okay to be dumb. That it's okay to be uninformed about stuff, or ill-informed, or disinformed, or misinformed. Yeah. They don't want you to know that what you carry is more powerful than explosive. You know how it is. Some people have so much information and they're so deadly with it in a wrong way that they can blow up something with their words. I don't mean figuratively blowing up an area or whatever. I'm trying to destroy something with their words. But I want you to know today, those of you who tap into the truth session every week, you're more powerful than you can ever imagine. And I'm going to keep drumming at home so you will know it. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not intelligent enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not successful enough, according to their measure. Yes, you are. Yeah. Those that measure themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. Remember, there's nobody like you. Nobody can beat you, man. You have exactly what you need on the inside of you. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not perfect. Yes, you are. You are perfect. Perfect does not mean you don't make mistakes. Doesn't mean you're incapable of making mistakes. Perfect simply means lacking in no essential details. That's what it means when you break it down in the Greek perfect. Lacking in no essential details. Everything you need is up here. And there's nobody like you. You are perfect. Yeah, you ask me about me, I'm perfect. Yeah, see, religious people will say, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. You make mistakes just like everybody. See, that's where you went wrong. I'm not talking about mistakes. Yes, I am perfect. I've been given everything I need to be successful, to be powerful, to walk in grace. to walk in authority, to be intuitively capable of figuring stuff out. In every aspect of your life, you're victorious. Your life was designed for you to be victorious. We just encounter things on our path. They try to get you to not be you, but there's nobody like you. You run into those gyms and those snares, roadblocks, hemorrhages, mountains on that path. You need to know that no matter what, it was never designed to stop you. It's just living out its purpose, trying to be a hindrance. Listen, if you have not taken the opportunity to get into the truth session once again, I challenge you to join me. I challenge you to join Prince of Peace. I challenge you to join Queen Octavia. I challenge you. I see you, brother T. Swin in the house. What's going on? T. Swin. Big Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. Yeah. Why don't you get that book? It's powerful. Nobody like that brother. T. Swin. Come on here. Love is for something. Why don't you go ahead and get it? It's a good reason and easy reason. You will see that there's nobody like you. Nobody powerful like you. Yeah. That's right. Well, this energy so listen. Place your piece on the timeline. Sow a seed. Say something encouraging. Listen, the realm is open up for you to be powerful, for you to be successful, for you to increase, for you to multiply, for you to create, for you to operate in your higher order thinking skills, analysis, synthesis, evaluation, and creativity. It has opened up for you to show you. You are beautifully, wonderfully, fearfully made. That's right. In the image of the Almighty Ones. So that you can be powerful on your journey. So that you can have abundance and no lack. It's designed so you have abundance and no lack. Listen. I am the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker. Once again, sitting in the captain's seat for the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Listen, today you heard none other than our very own Prince of Peace, Songbird KD, our very own Baby Bird from Fire. They will snap, chocolate, and pop. Tell somebody, talk to somebody, share this information. Once again, many thanks to those of you who support us, donate every week. Stop into this Wind Down Wednesday session with the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, who often has his very own boy, our very own boy, T. Swin, come in and really chop it up. We thank you for doing that. I've come in that space and place and time when I must say, hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Meditate upon it. Ponder over it. But by all means, govern yourself accordingly. And until next truth session. Shalom Aleichem. Mission family.